Welcome back to A Minute with Alan. I'm just back from the Jersey Shore. Jersey doesn't have beaches, it has a shore, but that's another video. In any case, I want to talk about immigrants and submersibles, and the reason I want to talk about them is that we've seen a juxtaposition of this submersible going down to look at the Titanic with 5 people on board, I think every one of whom was very, very wealthy, imploding, and unfortunately killing all 5 aboard. Many of them were veterans of these dives. These things happened. It's regrettable. Not long ago, a few years ago, I piloted a B-24 heavy bomber from World War II, which was revived and listed as an experimental aircraft. I had a good time. About a year or two ago, that very same plane crashed, killed everyone on board. These things happen. However, the juxtaposition is off the coast of Greece, a boat full of immigrants, perhaps 300, I think, was foundering. And the Greek Coast Guard came along and really did nothing to help it. The ship sank. Hundreds of people were killed, as I understand it. A $175 million yacht responded, because when you put out one of these calls for assistance, everybody should respond. That's the nautical law. And this yacht was able to pick up, I don't know, about 25 or so people and some bodies. And the Greek Coast Guard really was remiss. And it seems to me that we have a moral obligation to try to save everyone, but perhaps even more so, people who are fleeing poverty, people who are fleeing persecution, people who are fleeing horrible conditions. We owe it to ourselves, we owe it to them, we owe it to morality to help these people. And so we launched for the Submersible a tens of millions of dollars rescue effort. And I don't criticize that. We tried to bring them up if we possibly could. Turns out we couldn't. However, the Greek Navy in particular, the Greek Coast Guard, did nothing really to try to prevent this or mitigate the seriousness of it when that boat was foundering and sinking. In the same newspapers, in the same TV shows, on the same days these stories played. We need to rethink what's important.